Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
Must we dwell on such gloomy things?
I don't want to dwell, but look. It must have been so beautiful. Maybe even romantic.
This rebel group. Tell me more about them.
They seem to be simple deserters, tired of fighting and dying for either the Empress or the Grand Duke. Now they want the Dales for their own. Worse, they're more organized than we anticipated. Be wary.
What else can you tell me?
Scouts have sighted Dalish elves. There must be a clan camped somewhere on the plains.
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Arlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
It's the Batista! Keep them off the rampart!
Keep off the ramparts? I wonder why.
Let's find out.
I thought I was dead. How can anyone stop these things?
The peace talks in Halam Sharal mean an end to hostilities, don't they?
We're no longer fighting each other, but the demons, the dead. It was easier when we fought just men. You can win against men.
What's happened here?
We were trying to retake the ramparts from the dead. They rise here, somewhere within these trenches. It started when those freemen showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire. It must be magic. But the freemen are just deserters from the armies. How could they have managed this? And why?
Are you Imperial Army?
Yes, Your Worship. I fight on the side of Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, rightful Emperor of Olay.
I should be going.
Bodies piled in a pit. Undead rising. Someone intended this.
There may be more of these pits. We'll have to find them.
did it. I can't believe they retook the ramparts. Maybe if we got word to the Marshal. But Fort Reverson surrounded by undead and locked down.
What's happened here?
It started when those freemen showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire. It must be magic. But the freemen are just deserters from the army. Be careful out there.
The little elf was playing with blood magic. Fool.
So what's it like shacking up in the circle?
Excuse me?
Well, I assume people do it, and you're people, so you have to have... I mean, come on, with those... Just forget I asked.
I shall.
Watch where you're pointing that thing.
Dirty.
Vishantikafas, I meant your weapon.
Victory at last!
Demons, deserters, rebels, mages. I hate them all. That was a brilliant show, Inquisitor. My men had barely been keeping the Horde at bay. Bastien Prou, Marshal of the Grand Duke's forces here in the Dales.
Why have you barricaded yourselves in here?
We had to retreat from the Western Front. The demons and undead were too much. But it's no better here. My patrols don't return, messages are lost. I've had no word from the capital in weeks. If we could regain our outposts, the ramparts, or even the garrison by the river, we can't just keep hiding. I want to die like a soldier, not cowering under a bed, praying the monsters don't get me.
What else do you know about the Dales?
Surely you know the history of this place. The Exalted March, the fall of the Elven Kingdom. Talking of elves, my patrols speak of a band of Dalish who've made camp in the west.
I've cleared out the dead from the western ramparts.
Did? Maker's breath. There's hope for us if the ramparts have been reclaimed. I'd alert our forces stationed outside the Dales, but the chaos makes it difficult for missives to get through. Demons. Those blasted freemen, or whatever they call themselves.
I've heard something of the Freemen of the Dales. What do you know about them?
They're a mob of traitors. Too soft for war. Thought it was a skirmish or two's and back for supper. Turns out it wasn't. And off they run to the first person to tell them their tantrums are acceptable. Now they want independence. To establish a new settlement? Ridiculous.
I shall take my leave.
Be well.
Exalted Plains. Named to honor the great victory of Orlais over the elves.
We could get this cleared out. Give me a week and I could do it myself. Official mage to the Orlesian Imperial Court. That sounds exciting.
It is an esteemed position, darling, that many mages would envy.
Yes, being paraded about like an exotic peacock is better than running frantically from Templars.
Better an exotic peacock than one Tevinter rat amongst many.
Oh, a dig at my homeland. This should be fun.
You are not Talvashoth Ironbolt. Not really.
Well, that's a fucking relief.
You are a man who made a choice. Possibly the first of your life.
I've always liked fighting. What if I turned savage, like the other Talvashoth?
You have the Inquisition. You have the Inquisitor. And you have me.
Thanks, Lucas.
The demons are coming from down there! A rift! Now victory at last! Now victory at last! Don't let them get close! I won't let you destroy me! The days may look horrific! You have no idea who you're dealing with!
Of course.
The freemen were helping raise the dead. Did they even know what they were doing?
Your magical skill is impressive, Dorian.
You're not the first to say so.
Would you not conserve energy with a less flashy style, however?
Yes, and I'd live longer if I only ate rice and boiled vegetables, but that's just as unlikely.
I avoid any job that could turn out like this.
That's the last of them.
Who is that? Philippe? Is that you? Merde.
Don't move. I'll see if I can help.
No use. Dead. I'm dead, I know it. Please take this to Commander Jehan. The Citadel in the north. Tell her.
Sorry we fought. I was an idiot. Didn't mean any of it, Weshra. Want you to have everything of mine, okay? Love you. I love you so.
Solus, I take it you study spirits.
I do.
Back in my homeland, we keep spirits as servants.
So I have been told.
The things they can be made to do are quite marvelous. You should see them.
The Tevinter Imperium is not the safest place for an elf.
Ah, yes. Point taken.
Thank you for this, Inquisitor. We are not far from where my friend was summoned. One of the mages. Killed by arrows, it would seem.
Look at how the arrow's positioned. He was shot while running. I'd guess bandits.
These aren't mages. The bodies are burned, and these claw marks. No. No, no, no.
That's a demon's work.
My friend. Ah!
Wisdom spirit my ass.
That is not its natural form. It's been corrupted.
Corrupted?
Forced to act against its original purpose. What did they do? What did they do? What did they do? Perhaps we should ask.
A mage! You're not with the bandits? Do you have any lyrium potions? Most of us are exhausted. We've been fighting that demon.
You summoned that demon! Except it was a spirit of wisdom at the time. You made it kill! You twisted it against its purpose!
I understand how it might be confusing to someone who has not studied demons, but after you help us, I can...
We are not here to help you.
We came to help your friend. Any way to do that now that it's a demon?
You cannot befriend a demon? However amicable it might appear, it must...
Shut up! You summoned it to protect you from the bandits.
Yes.
You bound it to obedience, then commanded it to kill. That is when it turned. The summoning circle. We break it, we break the binding. No orders to kill, no conflict with its nature, no demon.
What? The binding is the only thing keeping the demon from killing us. Whatever it was before, it is a monster now.
I'll do everything I can to save your friend, Solus.
Thank you. We must hurry!
Tel Abalos en Azel Atalin. Mamilava Halani. Malasuladinadas. Magilani Midinan.
Manuvinin. Dareth Shara.
I'm sorry, Solus.
Don't be. We gave it a moment's peace before the end. That's more than it might have had. All that remains now is them.
Thank you. We would not have risked a summoning, but the roads are too dangerous to travel unprotected.
You tortured and killed my friend.
We didn't know it was just a spirit. The book said it could help us.
Put him out of his misery so we can get going.
Damn them all. I need some time alone. I will meet you back at Skyhold.
Looks like you need help.
The dead should stay dead, wouldn't you say, friend?
Are you a Dalish elf?
Of course. You would have little experience with the people. Yes, we're Dalish. We've been camped for weeks in the fields to the west. The war between the lions made passage through the dirt difficult. Damaged some of our arable. If you find the clan, tell Keeper How and I'll continue the hunt, and perhaps find a safer route through the plains.
I heard the Dalish were aloof and mistrustful of strangers. You seem different.
Don't tell the Keeper. I love my people, but they keep the old wounds raw. I don't know. Perhaps I feel it's just time to forgive.
Seems to be a lot of trouble in these parts.
That's putting it mildly. The war has stopped, but now the dead are walking. Funny though. I've been watching these undead and they seem focused on the Shem armies. As if, well, why wouldn't someone want to kill humans, huh? Still, poor fools.
I must be going.
Very well. Be safe.
Bound blankets.
Oh, Maker be praised. What did you have to trade?
Nothing. The Inquisition's giving them out. Enough for everyone.
I'm curious, Dorian. Have you ever met Black Devar?
I saw him once at a ball. We never met. He had to leave early on account of assassination.
Someone tried to kill him.
Kill him? No. He killed a magister. Could have waited until the dancing was finished.
So this is an elven burial site.
How is it, Vivienne, that you weren't part of the rebellion with the rest of the Southern Mages?
Those of us outside of the circles could not be compelled to revolt.
Ah, nothing like solidarity.
This from a man who hails from a nation where mages kill each other for sport.
Dalish encampment.
Stolen ass Valoran, where are you?
Who's Valoran?
My brother. He's been sullen for a while because the Keeper chose another as his apprentice. He thinks it's a slight, but it isn't. He just wasn't ready. Keeper Howen wants him to wait. Then he took off 3 nights ago on his own. I don't know what he was thinking. The Keeper sent hunters to search, but they never found a trace. Mathal's mercy. If anything's happened.
I'm sorry, but I found your brother.
What? What do you mean, sorry? Where is he? No, he's not.
I have his belongings.
Is this all that's left? Did you learn nothing else?
Your brother was tangled in forces he couldn't understand. Blood magic, demons. He brought this on himself.
Demons? Is that what he used to get to the talisman? But the Keeper always told him. He knew it was bad. He knew it left him open to spirits. How could he do this?
Had to tell her like that, huh?
I'm sorry. I would like to be left alone.
I found this talisman. I think your brother was looking for it. You should have it.
Linda ran his talisman. It exists? Her sword, Evanura, was taken by Shems. But in the story, her talisman was saved and hidden. This means so much to my people. Thank you.
Greetings, stranger.
Are you a merchant of some sort?
I am Taniel, the clan's craftsman. Leather, ironbark. These are my specialities. However, Keeper Howen has forbidden trade with outsiders we do not know or trust.
You were the one they called the Herald of Andraste. I've heard so much about you and your Inquisition. There's talk, even amongst the Dalish.
Ah, talk. What do they say exactly?
Well, the clans are worried about what this might mean for us. The Dalish, that is. No matter what they say, your Inquisition is the only thing trying to help the world. I wish I could be a part of that.
You want to join the Inquisition?
It won't happen. Keeper Howen won't allow it. He doesn't trust anything to do with the Chantry or Andraste.
I could try to convince your keeper.
You could try.
I'll take my leave.
Herald, you return.
I've destroyed the demons on your sacred ground.
Yes, but our hunters watched you from afar. And they know you defiled our graves. And that you stole a relic. And with it, broke open the vault at Unadin.
Take a good long look at me. Do I look like a looter?
The demons are gone. And we should be thankful. A small token of our gratitude there.
I met one of your hunters. He's continuing to look for a safe route.
He trusted you to pass the message on. That speaks well of you.
What has befallen your clan?
The Orlesian War has hindered our progress through the dirt. The armies cause rock slides. They dig ditches that trip the Hala and destroy the Arvils, making passage impossible. Precisely when the clan needs him most, my first, Tavin, defies my wishes and mounts an excursion to the Emerald Graves. And now, I've learned that the grounds of Var Balanaris are infested by angry spirits from the beyond.
I've already cleared your sacred burial site of demons.
Already? How could you? No. I shan't question a gift from the creators. Thank you. You have done us a great kindness.
I don't believe it. You convinced the Keeper. He said I can join the Inquisition if I wish.
Keeper Howen has given you permission to join the Inquisition?
He has. I'll report to your camp in the south, if that's all right.
Carry on, Agent.
true that the right of tranquility can be reversed, Cassandra?
It is, although I'll not ask how you heard that.
Maker's breath. If I can't get Tranquil into Vinter alone.
I'm surprised they use the right in your homeland at all.
It's a sentence handed down by the Magisterium. Abuse of magic has so many convenient interpretations.
The reversal process is not simple and must be investigated, but yes, it will have implications here and abroad.
Don't you ever bathe?
Sometimes. You want to watch, don't you?
I'd rather stand upwind.
Human sweat smells like pork that's been sitting in the sun. Just saying.
swords!
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Maker's breath! Forgive me, I should have known.
What is this now?
Commander Jihan, in service of Her Imperial Majesty. Long may she reign. My men inform me that the Citadel's defenses are deactivated. I cannot thank you enough.
I found one of your soldiers at the eastern ramparts. She wanted you to have this.
Fabienne's ring. She is gone then. I prayed that she yet lived. Thank you. I will make sure this gets to her family.
Tell me about the situation here.
There were orders. A chance for peace, they said. Pull back, they said. So we did. Then the undead appeared. We couldn't hold them back. I told my men to activate the fort's defenses. A foolish move, born of desperation. There was so much about the old elven magic we never knew. We couldn't control it. We retreated, but not everyone made it through the gates. I couldn't save them. We've been trapped for weeks. Supplies were incoming, but who knows what happened to them.
I must take my leave.
Good day, Inquisitor.
Reminds me of when Mother would take me boating in the summer. Well, she had the servants take me on the boat while she sat inside with a cool drink. I must admit, Cassandra, I've never heard of these Seekers of Truth.
Why would you? They do not exist in Tevinter.
But what are they? Some manner of Super Templar? Is this one of those sudden secrets like proper hygiene?
Once we worked from the shadows, monitoring Templars and mages alike.
Ah, that clearly worked out well.
Your glibness does you no credit. The Mage Rebellion was beyond even our power to control.
Anyone need a hand?
Pretty, in a haunting "this archway might collapse on me at any moment" way.
So I hear you saved the last Divine from a dragon assault.
Yes, in my youth, with help.
Nice.
You're not going to press for the details.
Nah, I can see you don't want to talk about it. Bet you look good doing it, though. This is nice. wet all the way from my ankle to my... other ankle.
Sulfur. It was always a good day at the Varantium Circle when the sulfur came out. Ben Hasrat with us. A spy, an actual Canary spy. That doesn't strike anyone as a bad thing?
Says the Vint, when we're fighting. Vince.
That's not a terrible point. Okay.